Hold on. Can you hear me now? Somebody tell me if you can hear me now. I think my earbud died. Sorry. Can you hear me now? You can. Okay. Sorry about that. I think my earbud quit. I left it uncharged last night, I think, by mistake. All right. Now my camera's all decked out. There we go. All right. I have bloody meat. Yum, yum. Everybody loves some bloody steak for breakfast. Half frozen. What is it? This is a sirloin tip. Don't ask me what that is. It's the tip of a sirloin. I do not know where the sirloin is. I assume it's somewhere in the loin of a sir, but I do not know for sure. So here's what I'm going to do. This is page 53 of Trim Healthy Cookbook. It's called Slow Fajitas. I'm going to make it not so slow. I'm going to cut off some really thin pieces, really thin, okay? I want to save my flank steak for my grill, I think, because I think flank steak's good grilled, right? I don't know. I have like 3 steaks left from my main cow, and my main cow will be all gone, but a memory. I need to find a cow down here that I can buy and eat. So I have this partially frozen on purpose. I thought it just a little so that I could slice it really easy. If it was too frozen, I wouldn't be able to slice it. And if it's too thawed, I wouldn't be able to slice it thin. So I'm cutting it this way, really thin for me. I love my meat partially red. You like your plop? Cindy, she's enjoying the one plop wonder drop. No, one plop creamer drop. Did anybody else make the one plop creamer drop yesterday? Look at my creamy coffee. Let me touch that with my bloody hands. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, is it Valentine's tomorrow? Is that a thing people actually do? Is Valentine's-y stuff? That we don't do that. I got hair in my mouth, blood on my fingers. Blech. This is going well. All right. Let's see. I want to have about 3 ounces of bloody steak. So hold on. Listen, if you came to my channel looking for OSHA quality videos, like health department level stuff, you're on the wrong place. So just so you know, wrong video. You think I put my scale? You know what? My scale is upstairs weighing packages, I think. I think it's upstairs to weigh packages. So, all right, whatever. This is probably plenty. Okay, there's my beef. I gotta get my pan hot first. I don't think cow blood has the same danger as chicken, right? All right, I'm gonna heat this up. And I'm gonna throw a little fat in the pan, just a little bit of, I think, coconut oil that I'm gonna cook up in. I'm gonna cook some onions and peppers up in it. Oh, I like my steak to still moo a little bit. I want like kind of to see a heartbeat. Just kidding. I don't want it that raw, but I do like it a little. I like it like somewhere in between medium. No, somewhere in between rare and medium rare. I like it. I'm going to use my pizza thingy to cut this because I can't find my other cutting board. All right. Now, to really make this super simple, here's what you do. You go out into your garage or your freezer, wherever you keep it, and you get a bag of seasoning blend and you bring it in and you dump it into a frying pan with a little bit of chicken broth to cook it until tender, and then add a little coconut oil and kind of sear it up. However, if you don't have any seasoning blends like KJ, just cut up a pepper and some onion. It's just gonna, what are you gonna gag about? You gonna gag about my raw meat? That's right. Wipe the cow's butt. That's what my father-in-law used to say. Wipe the cow's butt, slap it on the grill for 1 minute on each side, and it's all good. All right, if I had frozen seasoning blend, this would be so much faster. Okay. But I don't. But here's what I am going to do. I'm going to make 2 meals at once. I'm going to make fajitas for my family tonight. I'm going to step out in faith that they are going to eat this. I don't know. It could all just go not to waste. It'll go to me. But I'm going to step out and make fajitas and pray that they will eat them. I'm going to make slow fajitas in the crock pot for them. For me, I'm making fast fajitas on the stovetop. Okay. I have never had pre-cut seasoning blend on hand. I always have to chop. It's not that hard. Yeah, it takes just a couple of minutes, but I do love to have frozen seasoning blend. It makes life really, really, really just simple. I really do like to have it all done. All right, I'm just gonna let that cook for a quick minute, and then I'm gonna throw my meat in there. I'm not gonna throw my meat in for very long. Hey, Sarah. I'm making Mallory sick this morning. All right. The other, so, oof, there's some blood. Sit that there for a minute. Told you, I listen. All right, I'm going to cut this into some chunks, probably too big, but I'm going to throw it in my crock pot, and I have another big steak in my microwave right now, thawing out in the most inappropriate way possible, okay? I know there's all these rules and regulations about how you're supposed to thaw meat, whatever. I'm probably not supposed to be thawing it in the plastic bag that it came in. I'm sure that is totally against all health rules. But I am who I am. And I'm 45. I'm not going to change my cooking process much at this point. Just going to have to be okay with it. Just don't do it that way. Sorry, Mallory. Sorry, I'm ruining your morning snack. Ooh, that is hot. Slow your roll. All right, I have another partially thawed out steak here. I took the last couple of steaks. Well, I mean like in the bag, Sarah. Carrie, I can't read. I saw Sarah above your name. I'm sure you're supposed to not put those bags in the microwave. Oh, I'm sure there's probably some really important reason not to do that. I'm going to cut off these big hunks of fat that are on the side of this. But this is going to be our dinner. We're going to have slow fajitas for dinner. I need to place an order from the Walmart to get some tortillas. But this is a good way. If you're not opposed to eating the same kind of the same thing for breakfast as you're having for dinner, this is a great way to do it. Make part of it really fast on the stovetop and then slap the rest in the crock pot, and then a few hours later dinner's ready. Maybe just my dinner, depending on whether they eat this or not. There's no reason they shouldn't. They'll eat tacos. There's a lot of big hunks of fat that I don't want in the crock pot. So If it's grossing you out watching me cut up this big old hunk of raw beef, I'm sorry. You should just probably close your eyes for a couple minutes because I'm massacring it. Gordon would be having a cow. No pun intended. Right now. He'd be like, what is she doing to that steak? That's not how you cook that. I don't even know what kind of steak this is. I think this is a sirloin. No, this is a chuck. So I've got a sirloin tip and a chuck in there. I've just got, this is just beef left from our main cow. Like I said, I got what I got. I only got a few pieces left of this cow. Ooh, I think it's gonna be good. Looks good already. Grossing Valerie out. Mallory. I can't talk this morning. That fat would probably add some flavor, but if you do fat in the crock pot, it gets all bleh. And then you get a big old mouthful of fat. I put a dish under my cutting board so it doesn't twist while I'm cutting. Well, that's smart. That's smart, Diane. I like to live on the edge and possibly cut off a fingertip. Main cow, as in she's from the north. Bessie was from the north. Got a little blood on the counter here. That's a little nasty pants. All right, my peppers and onions are overcooked now, so they're perfect. I'm gonna slap that meat in there. Shouldn't take but a couple minutes. The slow fajita recipe in THM has tomatoes. So I'm gonna add, which is weird, because I don't think tomatoes belong in fajitas. But I'm gonna go with it. It says diced tomatoes, but I'm doing Rotel. World's greatest can opener. All right, I'm just gonna do like a couple big scoops of this. Actually, I'm going to do that after my meat sears a little. Jeepers, I don't know that I want the tomatoes in there. I think I'm just gonna put my seasoning and skip the tomatoes, you guys. I think I'm gonna, because I feel like it doesn't need it. So there's all the seasonings: garlic, onion, cumin, basically taco seasonings here, and chili powder and salt. That's it. It's just basic taco seasonings. This one hasn't been opened yet. That's from Amazon. It's on my Amazon list, Diane. It is the best can opener known to man. It's great. I guess I'll put a little bit of tomato in there, just a little. Though I'm not going to put a ton. Just enough to soak up all those yummy seasonings. I don't think real fajitas have tomatoes in them, do they? A little salt. All right. It's this kind of can opener, okay? It's big. It's big, but you watch. You just put it on the side like this and then crank it. You see how quick that is? It's the best. It's on my Amazon store. Maybe somebody can go up to my Amazon store and get the link and post it in here. All right, I'm going to put this in here. And then I'm going to slap some seasonings in there. How much do they call for? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to put that much. Because they're whiny. Oh, did you season this with actual seasoning? I can't eat that. Whiny people I live with. I don't want to put too much. All right, that steak is mostly done. There's a couple of kind of really raw pieces that I'm gonna let cook up, but it's mostly cooked. She's mostly done. All right, I'm gonna slap the rest of this pepper in there, and we're gonna have. See, it calls for a lot more seasoning peppers and onions than what I'm putting in there, but that's just because my family isn't really super veggie fans, so I don't want to put too much. I'll just put a little, and it'll be fine. And I can actually add maybe I'll tonight when my seasoning blend gets here from my grocery order, I'll cook up a little seasoning blend on the stove top to add to my fajitas tonight. Because this will be plenty of veggies in there for them. Plenty. But not for me. They put any liquid in there? They put cayenne. I'm not doing that because everybody will die. All right, couple tablespoons of coconut oil. They just putting it in the pan or they like searing it? I don't know. I'm just throwing it in the pan, going for it. I'm gonna put that on low and there, dinner's ready. All I'll need is some cheese and some tortillas and that's easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. All right, my fajitas are done. So, let me get a couple. How easy was that? My meat is pretty rare. And that's okay with me. That's how I want it. If you want yours not rare, then you cook it longer. That's how it works. It was on my Amazon. I had it on there. I'll make sure it's on there. All right, here's what I'm going to use for my fajitas this morning. Tonight, I'm going to use low carb tortillas. I have these low carb. I'll either use one big low carb tortilla or I'll use 3 of these. These are extreme wellness. Net carbs are 0. Okay, these are great. They're great. They're little. Oop, that one broke. They're little tortillas, and I'll have 3 of them. They're perfect. Perfect. They're really, really good. So I'll either use one big one or I'll use 3 of those little ones. But this morning for breakfast, I want some non-starches. So I'm going to use these. I'm terrified, just so you know. This is on page 53 of Trim Healthy Cookbook. Those are, yes, they are, Meredith. These are jicama. I'm going to do jicama. They're thinner than I thought they were. So I was really terrified to try these, but now that I've opened them and felt them, they're really thin. So we're going to try it. Those are jicama wraps from the old TJ's. All right. Let's bring my meat over. Let's bring it over here. Let me grab a. So some of it's a little rare. That's okay. See that? I mean, it's a little, that's about the rareness. It's like medium. It's not rare, but that's how I like it. All right, there's my filling. That looks pretty good, you guys, for 5 minutes on the stovetop. Jeepers, I don't know if 3 of these is going to fit all of this. This is a fair amount of food. All right, I think I'll slide this over and I'll just put the rest right here and just eat it with a fork. That took no time on the stovetop at all. It's called slow, but it doesn't mean it has to be slow. All right, here's my little wraps. They're so cute. Maybe I'll have another. I don't know. They don't have anything in them. You think so, Jennifer? I've never tried these. Total non-starchy, so there's no carb source here. All right, this is the best cheese for tacos or fajitas. Okay, this is the best. This is important. You can do it how you want, but this is what I think is the best. This thick cut. Okay, thick cut. This is from Aldi. This is the white cheddar, but the key is getting thick cut cheese. So good. All right, I'm gonna put a little dollop of the old sour cream on each one of these. Somebody's been digging in that sour cream with things that don't belong in there. Not gonna say who. Not gonna say who. Because it's probably me. Marin always says, I wish our sour cream at home was softer like it is at the restaurants. Ours is always dense and thick, but at the restaurants, it's always really creamy. And I'm like, Mara, it's because you have to stir your sour cream, the waste separates a little. You have to stir it. She's like, no, that's not why. It's very different. So I stirred her sour cream and put it on our plate. She's like, that's exactly like it is at the restaurants. I blew her mind. I have gone from 107 viewers to 61. This video must be terrible. All right. All right, sour cream. And then I gotta have some of this on top of it too. Oh, I just got sour cream all over my clean spoons. This is Mary Malone's salsa verde. Gotta have a little of that. I'm running low on this stuff and I'm not happy about it because it is mighty fine. All right, there's my little fajitas. Look at it, aren't they cute? Mm. Bye, Scotty Bunches. Okay, so I'm gonna be perfectly honest here. The filling is amazing. The shell is good. It has good flavor. No flavor at all. But I definitely think I'm doing these for breakfast because I'm going to do low carb tortillas tonight. If I was not having the low carb tortillas tonight, I would have used the low carb tortillas this morning because fajitas need a nice, squishy, soft tortilla. These would definitely be better for tacos. They're good. They have that crunch to them. They have a little crunch, but I mean, they're very flexible. Has anybody ever frozen these? I want to freeze the rest and I don't know. They're super flexible and they don't break. Somebody said they're not real good in the air fryer. I haven't tried that, but they kind of look like those face masks, like, do you know what I'm talking about? Those weird face masks you get for your eyes and stuff. That's what they remind me of. That's what they remind me of. Those face masks you wear in a bathtub. Give one to the dog. He likes to eat face masks. Anyway, that's kind of what they feel like. But you never eat fajitas in a shell. I always put it in a flour tortilla. They're so good that way. But I could also put it over kale. I have a big pile of kale. I could saute up some kale and garlic and then put my fajita topping on that. That would be really good. Corn tortillas would be really good too, but then it would be a crossover unless I did chicken. I didn't want to do chicken. So I think, stop me right, what, with kale or with wearing it as a face mask? Either way, effective. Vicky, you never know what you're going to get when you come here. You may someday, if you happen to visit me, you just never know if I'm going to show up with a jicama wrap on my face. There's a possibility. Listen, you won't wait to see what I have planned for the retreat for face masks. Jicama for everyone. Yes, where is the butter on sale for $2.59? Because I'm going to stock up on that too. All right, you guys, I'm going to go eat this while it's good. Well, it's not going to not be good. I'm going to go eat it while it's hot. It's really good. It's really delicious. And now I have supper ready too. And I don't know. Every bite I take of these on that wrap, every bite gets better. So it probably is, Sarah. I probably just prevented some long-term skin disease. I hope jicama is okay for dogs. I don't know. Those, the more I eat them, the better they get. I may eat those tonight too. Those are really good. Jennifer, they're from Trader Joe's. They're jicama. They're crispy. I think they'd make great tacos. They're really good, actually. The more I eat them, the more I like them. I think I'll have another. All right, you guys. I love you. Sorry. Totally rude. I'm gonna go to work. I have things to do. Starting with cleaning up this bloody mess in my sink. I love you all. Thanks for joining me. Tomorrow morning, I will try to make. Somebody's texted me. I'll try to make something else. Tomorrow is cilantro lime burst chicken thighs. Maybe I will make that. Maybe I will even suck it up and try some cilantro. But I'll try to make that tomorrow. All right, you guys. Bloody mess. I gotta clean up this bloody mess. All right, I love you guys. Thanks for joining me. I will see you back.